Hello everyone, I tested every kind of M-size turret in the game on the Raptor against S and M-size targets to find out which is doing the best job, and I was also interested why one is performing better than the other. In the end, I summarized the results in this tier list, where the better performing are on the top and the worse on the bottom. In the end, you find my video footage from the testing, so you can get your own impression. I had chosen the Raptor as test platform because of its high amount of M-size turret slots. Have in mind that other ships have less slots and therefore some good performing turrets might have a harder time to destroy their targets if used on these ships. For my testing, I parked 7 Raptors, each with a different M-turret type equipped in front of a Xenon sector, and waited until the Xenon were masked up on the other side. Then I dropped the save so I could load the game after every test to reset the scenario. I tested all kinds of turrets in the Argon version, because they have a higher rotation speed than these of other factions. The only other difference are the turret hit points. The only exception was the Flak. Here the Argon has a faster rotation speed, and the split has more damage. Also, I must mention that I run every test only 1 to 2 times. But one turret performed clearly better than the others, and I hadn't the time to do every test 5 times. On the right side of my tier list you see the results for my out-of-system testing. As you can see, the performance were more in the extremes, while in the testing where I was on the Raptor bridge, the results were more balanced. In the out-of-system testing, both Flak turrets rapidly taken out the enemies, while most other turrets had problems to destroy any Xenon ship. Besides the Flaks, the Beam turret was strong enough to keep the ship alive but was clearly slower. Further, I tried to sort the rest in between the B and F tier. Unless I was biased, the Pulse did slightly better than the Bolt turret. But both were unsatisfying together with the Shard and Plasma turrets. The results for the in-system testing were more balanced. I had the feeling that the Flak wasn't as fast in destroying Xenons anymore. But still they did a great job and were only slightly better than the Beam turret, which also did a better job this time. The Pulse did a satisfying job, but I think it was slightly slower than the Beam. The Bolt turret I can't recommend anymore, as well as the Plasma and the Shard. To find out why one turret is performing better than the others, I looked into each stat. My first conclusion was the rotation speed of all tested, besides the Plasma turret, is fine because the Beam turret hits its targets reliable and has the second lowest rotation speed of all. If the rotation speed of the Plasma turret is high enough is hard to tell, because the Plasma projectiles are just too slow to hit often enough S and M size targets. As a measurement for the hit chance, I took the ratio between weapon range and projectile speed, because that determines the reaction time of the craft that is under fire to change its direction and dodge the shot. Here most turrets were close together, with exception the Plasma and the Bolt. While the projectile speed of the Plasma turret is way too slow, the Bolt might be only a bit too slow. Compared with the Bolt damage is increased by the factor of 1.5, but the projectile speed is reduced by 58% at similar weapon range. The Beam turret with its high accuracy shows clearly that damage is not everything, and with its very low damage it is better than the Pulse, but could change with less turrets available, which is an interesting question for another time. The problem with the Shard could be the low attack range, together with the very slow attack speed, and therefore the turret can't effectively fight enemies because it must change targets in between shots. The clear winner is the Flak turret, where the split is probably a bit better than the Argon because of the better damage, since the rotation speed should be enough for both. The Flak has less range than the Pulse, but if something comes into range they hit like a truck, so they don't have to track down their targets at long distances anymore. This was it from my side. I hope you could learn something. For those who are interested in the recordings where I tested the weapons, feel free to watch to the end. If you don't agree with my conclusions, feel free to discuss them in the comments so we can all learn a bit more and can improve our gameplay. Until next time.